Right, welcome to another founder update. I want to start this one right off the bat saying that we're processing around 40K a month. So the GMV, gross merchandise value, is around 40K per month. And I want to remind myself and everyone that's watching that we've been live for 5 months, more or less. We're kind of processing 40K per month. We've been fully bootstrapped. And we've achieved all this in like 5 months, again, bootstrapped, me and Afonso, the co-founder, by only leveraging my small 1.5, 2K people SEO brand. And I think it's important that I say this to the camera and to myself to remind myself that we're still very early. And I think that what we've achieved so far is important to mention, right? Again, bootstrapped 40K per month, 5 months in, with a small personal brand around SEO. I think it's important that this is said more often. Not a flex at all, because these aren't like big numbers, but it's hard not to compare yourself to other people, right? But when you don't have anyone to compare yourself to, because I think I mentioned this in a previous video, that there aren't many people building businesses in public, like sharing revenue and all that, and there are even less doing marketplaces. I think I'm getting a bit confused, but yeah, I just wanted to take that out of the way, and before I actually started this video. I want to start with something that's a bit odd, I guess. I'm just looking at my notes here. Yeah, so as you guys know, we've been trying to onboard more and more influencers in the space, because they're harder to get, but it makes sense because they have personal brands, of course, and they can leverage their people and bring them to Vettted as well, right? So that's the main reason why we're leveraging these personal brands. And the good thing about these people is that the bad thing about these people. Bad thing is that they're super loved, but they're also super hated, and that's what you get when you have a personal brand and when you put yourself out there, right? For example, singers like I guess Justin Bieber, right? He's super loved by millions of people, but he's also super hated by millions of people. And not the issue, but the problem I've been finding with onboarding these influencers is that sometimes, even though there's people that love them, there will be always people that hate them or that dislike them. And we have had some partnerships and people not wanting to support Vetted anymore because some of the people we onboarded, which to be honest is weird. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to share that. Sorry, I'm sweating so much because I have a light in my face, so these look kind of good, but it's very hot. So yeah, just wanted to take that out of the way, say that it's not always sunrise and butterflies when onboarding influencers, because again, when you put yourself out there, me included, I have 8 haters. There's always that risk. The one thing I wasn't expecting is that that would hurt Vetted as a brand. But yeah, it's still a very small thing, which I don't think it's something that we need to worry about, to be honest. At least not for now. I guess I want to talk about the business space side of things. Sorry, I'm just reading here where I have in my notes. Is that, yeah, the amount of people, I've mentioned this in previous videos, but the amount of people like messaging me and throwing shade at what we're building with Vetted is insane, right? I mean, we've like I said, we've been live for 5 months, and we have people like comparing us to multi-million-dollar or even billion-dollar companies like I guess I can say Fiverr or Upwork, because these are like the biggest platform marketplace style platforms in the industry. And then we have people messaging me like saying, "Oh, this is much better than you guys, or you guys are doing this wrong, blah blah." And I get that some of these people are sharing insightful feedback, and I do appreciate it. Of course, all the feedback is very, very welcome. And if you're watching this and you have feedback for us, fire away, message me on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I always value that a lot, sorry. But yeah, it's crazy that people are like messaging me, and throwing shade online about what we're doing, when I mean, we just launched, right? And I think people often forget that everyone starts from zero, right? And when you launch something, it isn't perfect. So there always be mistakes and things that can be improved. And yeah, so it's interesting. I mean, it does not faze me. I don't really care. I just wanted to share this because if you're wondering, if you're thinking about starting a business, be ready for haters and be ready for people saying some crazy shit online, privately, sometimes publicly. I mean, again, it doesn't really bother me, but I had no idea these kind of things would happen, right? So it's interesting to see them happening. I guess that's basically my point in regards to that. Like I said, it doesn't really faze me. I mean, our vision is very clear. What we want to build is very clear. I mean, it's a long-term play, right? Again, we've been live for not even half a year. So we have a lot of work to do. And our motto, how do you say this? Our process of doing things is that we want to ship things quick, right? We want to do things and ship them out quickly, like release them out quickly, even when they're not perfect, right? And then we iterate from there. What this does is that it's good because you move faster, and it can be bad because if you're releasing things that are not perfect or maybe not good enough, people might not like what you've done, or you can maybe regret some things. For instance, I'll give you an example. We released a feature called Vettted Essentials like a couple of weeks ago, and that went good. People liked it, and it's bringing in some revenue. But we also released something called it was basically this solution, tailored SEO solution, which people didn't like, and we released it, but now we iterated it. So if you go on Vetted's website, there's a new button saying new, which says managed SEO. And this is our iteration from the previous solution people didn't like, and that honestly it sucked. But again, we want to push as much things and grow as faster as we can. That's why we do it this way. But this brings in haters, brings in people saying all kinds of stuff. But it's interesting because I like to see it. I like seeing people messaging me and telling us we're doing things wrong, and some people tell us what we do right. Again, every single feedback we take into account, even if it's like a hater or whatnot, we take that into account. Sorry, I'm rambling. I think I'm rambling. How long have I been recording? 8 minutes. Okay. What else do I have here? Sorry. I hate to. Not hate, but I don't really edit these videos, so sometimes you'll see me just not speaking. Yeah, I guess I want to end with the seeking investment. So, like I said, we've been bootstrapped, and we managed to reach around 40K a month in GMV, which is good, I think. But we want to grow faster, right? Right now, it's just me and Afonso, I think you know who he is, the co-founder, the developer. And I mean, we can only go so far being two dudes working together, bootstrapped, right? We want and we need to grow faster. And a way to grow faster is money and connections. I guess it's 50-50, 50% money and 50% connections. And we've been building connections. One of the reasons why I do these videos is because it allows me to meet some really cool people, either investors or just people in the SEO space that are super knowledgeable about what they do. We met a guy actually super knowledgeable that we want to onboard onto our team because of these videos, right? I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm rambling. We want to get some investment to grow this faster, right? Because as a startup, we want to grow like this, not like this, right? And right now we're growing kind of like this, but we want to go like this, like super vertical. That's the goal. And I think we have a good case on our hands, right? Successfully bootstrapped marketplace startup, niche down in an industry that only has room to grow. SEO right now is a $80 billion industry, and it's only growing. The amount of SEO services sold by agencies and businesses in 2022 is around 50 billion, which is crazy. And of course, you cannot just look at the size of the industry and say, oh, we're going to get 1% of the industry. That's not real. That's not reality, right? You need to build a good product first, and then damn. So it's 2 a.m. right now. I kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, looking for investment to grow faster, basically, to also pay a phones, right? Because you need to. I'm lucky enough to sell on Vetted as well and have my side business so I can sustain myself. But Afonso is on Vetted full time, and even though we're making money, we're reinvesting the money in the business, right? For ads, for email stuff, whatever. Yeah, talking about email, I guess I can end with this. We're testing some cold outreach campaigns, some A/B testing, different copies and all that. We're working with someone. We're working with someone to help us out with that. I have to look at how that's going as well. But yeah, we're in the phase of doing mass outreach to I guess put Vetted's name out there, right? I'm also doing more content on YouTube, trying to leverage my personal brand because Vetted. Okay, so I ran out of battery once again. Yeah, I was saying content on YouTube, basically trying to leverage my personal brand more and more because it's mainly because of it that we're here right now, right? Personal brands are super important, super valuable. And it's because of the fact that I was able to leverage it, even though it's super small, that we got the results we're getting right now. So I think it's important that I don't forget that and be consistent with it. And I'm trying to pump out at least one video a week about SEO. So yeah, that's basically it for this week's update. Make sure to follow along each week for a new video. Please don't message me with hate messages, or I don't know. I mean, I guess you can. Just don't take conclusions 5 months in, because saying we're doomed to failure 5 months in is a bit excessive, in my opinion. Right? Let us grow a bit more. Let us prove our concept, which we're doing right now and seems to be working. And maybe let us build for a year. Let us scale for a year, and then you can make your conclusions then, and hopefully we'll prove you wrong. If not, I mean, congratulations, and yeah, that's basically it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.